what we are doing right now is picking up with our editing series. We have uploaded and edited episodes 1 through 8. We are now editing episode 9. I have footage up to episode 13-ish. Depending on editing, it may go down to 12. But here's episode 9. I got some basic setup here. There's a outtake that I had while I was doing my behind-the-scenes, inventory management. This happened at, and I have a couple of these that happen in a few of my episodes. So I basically am going to treat it as a cold open. I'll probably have to do some trimming on this as well. I believe I actually go through this scene a couple times. That lovely audio desync. Filthy synths. Filthy, filthy synths. Invading my settlements. Okay. VFX. I'm actually getting better at using the VFX. Let's do a dissolve. Will that work? Let me do it that way. Nope. Lightworks, you frustrate me to no end. I need an audio crossfade. Next. Not that. Stylized, mix, mat, key, DDE. No. There we go. Audio crossfade. How long is this title card gonna last? Probably that far.
Oh, yay. Yep, that. Nice. Cool. Yes, for this.
blank again.
Oh, not anymore. Well, that sucks. Keep building up that effort.
Tiny itty bitty bit back further.
Alright.
Sink.
Tunnel?
That's going to be our out point. This will be our
Oh dear.
in point.
That's not good.
You want to actually replace with black. Always bet on black. RX.
Yeah, paint it black.
That should be fine for that one's length. Move that to match. Move that to match.
No!
Oh, I do enjoy my ride. I enjoy my ride. Ever since I get this mod working, I have been traveling the wasteland on my motorcycle. Like a Kamen Rider. Like Kamen Rider Poppy. So, so Pop... So Kamen Rider Poppy... So Kamen Rider Poppy actually has her own motorcycle. And no, it wasn't actually made from a companion named Laser.
You know what sucks about you know why I feel bad for Poppy?
Why?
When she got her own like version of the Doremi Poppy Gashok, apparently the suit doesn't even change color. Toei didn't even give the armor like a pink recolor.
Well, I mean, they did eventually make her into her own rider separately using Tokimeki Crisis.
Still, like, imagine if we could see Tokimeki Crisis Gamer with Doremi Beat, with pink Doremi Beat armor.
Is that even physically possible? Because doesn't the Buggle Driver only support one shot?
I mean, like, what if she used it in the Gamer Driver?
But she uses the Buggle Driver because she's a bugster.
But she possessed a human, so...
No, she killed the human. That's how bugsters come to be.
Well, I read the subtitles wrong.
That's been part of her. It's been part of her story since the beginning. She killed Dan's mother became Poppy.
Yeah, Dan's mother.
So yeah, but to become a bugster, you have to kill your host. That's why Hero's got his entire thing about taking on Graphite, because Graphite killed his girlfriend. Which means yes.
Friend's dead.
Which means yes, technically Graphite's a woman.
That's literally all he ever says in the Abridged series, and I love it. My girlfriend's dead.
And then it goes into a massive freak out mode.
My girlfriend's dead body is Taiki getting more screen time. That line was good.
And behold, the drivable motorcycle.
I was actually hoping you'd say Dragon Zord.
But yes, for those of you who've actually seen clips of later episodes with Poppy,
Nikolai, have you tried summoning the Dragon Zord?
no, because I've got a motorcycle. All your arguments are invalid.
I'm a giant Garo. Your argument is invalid.
This mod works really well, folks. I really have to recommend getting the drivable motorcycle mod.
Techie Gamer, your argument is invalid. How about that one? I am Hyper Mute Techie Gamer, your argument is invalid.
It's okay. I haven't actually seen Muteki, so I don't know what to think about him.
Yeah, he hasn't aired yet. We've only seen... Wait, Nikolai, you're caught up on X8, right?
I'm caught up on X8, but we haven't seen Muteki because Muteki is not going to air this week.
On episode 35.
Yeah.
YouTube Dragon.
Nope.
Dragon's never caught up, ever.
Alright, sorry.
There's a guy.
I didn't spoil anything.
There's a guy.
You're okay with it?
Yeah.
Nikolai is okay?
I'm cool.
Pissed off like you, unlike some other people.
Like, you're okay with it if I say... Yeah. No, I'm asking Nikolai.
I'm cool.
Alright, cause like... Yeah, Hyper Muteki isn't even aired yet, cause we've only seen the Hyper Muteki Yash shot, and that was at the end of level 35.
Yep.
I mean, episode 35. I don't think episode 36 has, like, been subbed yet. Like, it may have come out, but I don't know if it's been subbed yet. It may have, just like Kissation doesn't have it, because that's where I watch all my Toku stuff. Like, almost all of it.
Well, they have golf systems, so...
Yeah, like, where else would the golf memes come from? By the way, if I see another golf meme, I swear to God I am going to want to kill someone.
You do know what my last name is, right?
What?
Callaway.
Meaning...
Yes, I am, like, my name is based on the golf company. It's spelled exactly like it.
Oh.
I don't even know if we even have any lineage for that company.
Well, even still, if I see another X8 golf meme, I swear.
Oh yeah, I should definitely remove this bit here. Literally just reloading a save because it messed up one of my items in my inventory. So let's see.
When I reach school. Yeah, sorry, Purpose. I'm out of school. I started summer vacation half a month ago.
Same here.
I got out May 26th.
That's gonna be the
I
best way to
got
do
out
this.
June 1st.
Thanks. If I remember correctly, Purpose said he gets out. Let's see when, because I did. He did say when he gets out on P10 server.
Could I actually merge these two together? I think I could.
He said he gets out June 26th, so that's in 6 days. I mean 7 days. That's 6 or 7 days.
Looking for where it goes the black screen.
Can you imagine there being a last day fight, massive fight, where they pretty much like settle all their differences together?
You know what my school did right before we went out for summer vacation?
What?
We're called back to our homerooms. Or at least that's what my class did. We got called back to our homerooms, and or at least my homeroom teacher. I'm not sure what the others what the other teachers did, but what my teacher did for all the students was, like, you know how teachers sometimes take pictures throughout the year.
Yeah.
She apparently had an entire like slideshow just waiting to play
Oh god.
for when everyone would get back, and I'm just like, I want
clip here, go here, and close the gap.
How many of you guys cried during Laser's death scene?
Yeah.
This is what I said. Na 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 na, na na na.
What shocked me the most was that just a few minutes ago,
Christmas.
listening to a Christmas song.
Yeah, that was.
Pop beep beep pop pop for flip's sake. And then we go from that to Laser die. What? No, what was the funniest part was right when halfway through the Christmas song, I'm like, yeah, I think I can skip this episode.
And then Laser dies.
And then I went to episode 13, and when I did that previously on Kamen Rider X8, I'm just like, oh my god!
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot in Sentai.
I was like, are you kidding me? We went from that cancerous, stupid Christmas song to Laser dies!
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot with like filler episodes. Actually,
I was raging so badly.
yeah, they've been doing some really weird stuff with fillers recently, haven't they? Like,
I was raging so badly. I was certain it was a fucking filler, but then I saw Laser die.
yeah, like for example, we had in Zoo,
In the preview,
like,
the episode 13 preview, and I'm like, "Ugh."
and then we have like the Zoocher.
So, well, wasn't filler?
I do got a question though. Why did Layden's Astro leave so early in the show though?
They just wrote him out. That's just how it works. You write out a character, and they have to leave the show.
Unless he
Yeah, but he came back. He came back.
I'm assuming he might have had like a play or something, and therefore he wanted to do it there.
No, what I think actually happened is that they realized really early on, it's really weird that X8's riding another rider. We need to get rid of the actual living motorcycle thing.
No, it probably wasn't that because they didn't write out Axel.
Yes, but you don't really ride Axel all that often.
They
But-
still did it.
Yes, once or twice, but Laser
Still did it.
Laser is supposed to be the main bike of X8, and it's just they realize he's going to have to ride on Kiria
By speaking of
frequently.
Laser, when X8 did that Kimewasa attack after Laser died, like the fact that where the eyes were, they were empty.
They were.
I like that.
I do like the
I
fact
thought
that they were
this
empty.
had a, nice touch to it. Nice touch.
I thought it was a nice touch as well, but it also was incredibly in bad taste because basically Emu's using the corpse of his friend to both.
Toboggan!
Basically, yeah, the meat toboggan.
God damn it, that's even worse.
Pretty much.
No, I bet they're like, you know what, he's riding another living person, let's get that out. And he's like, actually, nah, now it's like he's riding a fucking meat toboggan, that's even worse. You know what, just get Laser back in the show.
And let's make sure that he needs to ride the bike as little as possible.
No, here's a genius idea. Let's have Laser and X8 fuse. Let's have the two of them fuse.
Now, I'm going to take a moment here and talk about the stuff we're editing, because we go back actually a second here. This vehicle is actually added by a mod, two mods actually, that I built a compatibility patch for. One is Quax's Vehicle Overhaul, which adds more types of vehicles to the Commonwealth. And then there's a mod that's called Salvageable Vehicles. I had to build a compatibility patch for the two of them. But as I'm looking at this, I'm wondering how hard it would be to turn that spotlight that's on that police car into an actual working spotlight. Because it is using the spotlight mesh. And how cool would it be if there were just a random police car that had a spotlight? It just sort of scans the area. Even 200...
I can't wait for episode 36 of that, to say no in all honesty.
Alright, moving onward.
Like, episode 35
there any serious inventory management I need to deal with? I don't think
was
so.
literally on the edge of my seat.
Were you like,
No, I was like, I was just, my eyes were glued to the screen. Like,
It is so weird going.
you know that picture of SpongeBob where he's just leaning forward on his chair, staring at the TV and his eyes wide open? That was me when episode 35 of X8, during the final act of X8, episode 35. That was me. But since episode 36 still hasn't come out on Kissation, I've been stuck watching Forza.
you like Forza?
Forza is not bad.
The only thing I don't really like about Forza, yes, there's something I don't like about Forza. Okay, yeah, nah, that would probably be like, there's something I don't like about Guy, and then the pitchforks would come for me. Like, the opening theme. The opening theme of Forza bugs me. It's not that I hate the theme, it's just the first half of it. I'm not talking about the entire theme, it's like, for the 50 seconds it's in the opening, the first half of it bothers me. I'm not sure if it's the singer or the excessive English.
Well, she's done a lot better English than other people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like, during the second half of the song, it's a lot better. I don't think it's the song itself, like the fact that it's not as upbeat as the rest of the song, because I listened to an instrumental version of the opening, and it was amazing. I loved it. Even the first half, which I usually had a problem with. So it has to be something in the vocals. But I can't put my finger on whether it's excessive English or the singer.
It's always weird doing the.
Other than that, Forza is great. I love it.
It's always weird doing the Concord stuff with non-starting game characters, because like I'm running Concord with like armor I got from the Boston airport and Strong and Dogmeat following me. Like I am horribly overqualified for this zone.
Yeah, but I love Gentaro. He's an amazing actor.
He is. He is an amazing actor.
Yeah. And the characters, they have legitimate problems. Like, when Shun was talking about why he's such a dick to people, like, I always do things the way my father does, because he expects so much out of me. I legitimately felt for Shun's character. Even though just one episode ago I fucking hated the guy. And now I'm like, oh my god. His backstory. Like, Forza has legitimate characters, and I love that.
I should probably keep this bit in here. Where is it? All this should be fine, but I just saw some inventory management.
Jake's kind of a pain in the ass, but he's still cool. Once you get over his weird fashion sense. Yeah, seriously, even Gentaro admits that Jake is a pain in the ass.
Got a better idea of what we should do next?
He explicitly states it, which I love it. I just love it.
This all seems pretty standard. And I just,
CGI isn't good, but
and of course I just,
this is supposed to be one of the campier, more fun seasons of Kamen Rider, so I don't expect good CGI out of it. Like,
Stop.
It's fucking terrible.
Why do you work like this?
But it worked for what the show was, a parody season. I will give it that. It worked for what it was.
And I need to go over to audio, crossfade. Crossfade, please? Of course not. Why are you not letting me do anything? You damn software.
Nikolai,
What?
do you have any professional opinions on Blade?
Never watched it.
Dragon?
No.
What about Die Ranger? Do either of
Yeah,
you have any professional opinions on that?
Yes, very good. I totally recommend it for being a first series. Like a first show to watch if you're new to the franchise.
What about you, Nikolai?
Say again?
Do you have any professional opinions on Die Ranger?
Not really. I haven't watched Die Ranger
Watched
yet.
it?
Not yet.
What about Hurricane?
I haven't watched Hurricane either.
Well, what have you watched?
I've watched Gaki Ranger.
Any professional opinions on that?
I enjoyed it. Gaki Ranger's a fun show. Pork, beef, stew.
Pork, beast, and stew?
Pork,
Cat.
pork, beef, stew.
Ooh.
If you've watched the show, you'll get it.
I get it.
Random select. Ha!
Stagey, Sharecto.
Alright, Geki Ranger it is. I'm gonna watch that. Hopefully Geki Blue is better than Theo. Fuck Theo.
Let's see here. I need a fade out. It dissolves. That'll work. Nope, don't dissolve there because your stupid software.
Okay, that show wasn't much of a fair choice.
Stagey, Sharecto.
Went off list. Two out of three. Okay, so I got Hurricane, Geki Ranger, Fortnite. Just deciding one. God bless you. I have these three.
Wait, do you have any siblings?
One, and he's annoying as hell.
Stagey, Sharecto.
Okay, Forza it is. Younger.
By how many years?
Alright, well, episode 9
2
was
years.
really easy to edit. Episode 10 is where things get a little bit more complicated because I no longer do live audio casting while I'm actually doing the gameplay. So,
Episode 10 of what?
my Fallout 4 test play. So what's going to happen from episode 10 and on is I'm going to do the basic editing here in the editing suite, cutting out stuff like inventory management and whatnot, then I'll watch the actual cut down footage and record my audio live then. So that'll be interesting. Be recording my audio actually after the fact, my audio commentary track. Because recording it during the gameplay has caused a lot of audio desync issues, so I'm trying to see about solving that by doing it as a completely separate entity. So, see what happens. We'll see what happens.
What really sucks is I haven't seen a single English cover for Forza Steam.
I'm going to call this
Would
one
you like me to try to take a grab at it? You know what I mean?
Better
You do
Living
covers.
Under...
Like on YouTube or
Yeah. But I think I could do it.
okay, let me look it up.
Like I already have like karaoke and whatnot if I were to do one. Like I used the cheap version of
Dragons here
karaoke.
due to YouTube not liking music. I have decided to turn this into Tokusatsu Media Center official YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I posted with me and whatnot. But I might
Is the Nikolai shit?
nah, it's agreement between all reviews. Like if it's a tip without the media center review, like for example if we're reviewing X head of them, but I usually upload on YouTube while he uploads on Vidme, and I'll upload on YouTube. Oh, not YouTube, but Facebook and stuff. So.
This doesn't feel like this is actually episode 10, given where we left with episode 9. Oh, maybe. What is episode 11? Yeah, I think 11 and 10 are mixed up. Yeah, because here I am talking to Preston Gate Gravy. And let's see. What's episode 12 look like? Back in Sanctuary. Yeah, none of these have anything to do with Diamond City. I think actually episode 10 is more like episode 13. So let's see, what does episode 12-2 look like? I believe my numbering may be off. So that's just continuing the fight there. And then we get the so we're acquiring Kingston Lighthouse in that one. And here we are in Kingston Lighthouse doing a overhaul of our characters' looks. Yeah, and this is when I first...
First of all, your English sucks.
Yep. So 10 is actually episode 13. I'll have to renumber all of these.
10 out of 10 response, Dragon.
But
First of all, your English sucks ass. Second of all, it's racist, not racist. And Tracker, I don't know what the fuck that has to do. But if you're gonna insult someone, get prepared to get assaulted back.
I don't think he was prepared for it. Therefore, he gave up on life.
Alright, where is it? Title cards? Not title cards, but it's the same folder as title cards. Videos. I'll take care of all the LVX files, because those are just the automated files created by Lightworks to sort these things. So let's see. So I'm gonna call this one. Do a quick rename. I can actually make it consistent with my other naming schemes. Number
I'm gonna
10.
go see you guys.
Number 13. Ugh, do I have to rename all of these? I really do, don't I? Now let's take care of all the VIX files, because they are generated every single time I open up Lightworks, so I can delete them with abandon to make my life easier. Zero, one. Because there's an extra space? I think it's because there's an extra space. Yeah, it's because there's an extra space. So I actually don't need to do that. I don't need to do the zero notation. And this would also be episode 13. Oh, no. And that means this one is actually episode 10. This one's actually episode 11. This one's episode 12. My poor keyboard is reaching the end of its lifespan. It doesn't even light up anymore. Backlit keyboard is super important to me. So 10, 11, 12, 13, we're fine there. I should rename these for consistency's sake, but until I've actually output episode 9, that's not a good idea. But that should be good enough for our episode 9 editing stream. I'll of course be back in the future to edit episodes 10, 11, 12, and 13. So I will see you guys in the future.